Hi, my name is Audrey Robles, and I am a two-time elite coach, currently 8-star combined diamond coach, star diamond coach. And I want to talk to you about dreaming big today. Now, if you're like me, when you came into this business, you weren't really sure what you're going to get out of it. I mean, help a couple people, you love fitness, it's going good, but career, no one would ever think that this is a viable career, especially when you start out. So when I started out, I really just wanted to make an extra couple of dollars so I can help ends meet with my family. And I remember my coach told me that she was working on a vision board and visualizing what her life's going to look like in 5 years and how she wasn't going to be working and she would have traditional work, 9 to 5 work, and how she was going to take her kids around the world. And I thought about that and I couldn't even picture a life like that. Like at that point in my life, I couldn't even picture no 9 to 5. Like, what's that? Like we're so conditioned that you grow up, you get good grades so you can get into a good college, you get into a good college, and then you get a good job. And then you work from 9 to 5, 40 hours a week for years. You build up your IRA and then you retire. Like that's life. That's what you're supposed to do. Um, but no one ever tells us that there's more than that. There's so much more than that. And because we don't think about that, we don't know that that's out there, we don't dream about what else we can do. So that day that she said that to me, I started thinking about what I wanted and what I could do. And I started to visualize a life without schedules, that I could get up and I could decide I want to take my kids to school. I'm going to be the one to pack lunch. I'm going to be the one to drop them off. I want to be there for them without my job telling me that I couldn't because I had to be there at a certain time. Or if my kids had, you know, some kind of school play, well, my parents couldn't attend school plays for me because they had to work. But if my kids had a school play, I want to be there. If they needed another parent for a field trip, I was going to be there. And I came in a time where my husband and I were really living paycheck to paycheck. I had a car that I had a couple of years with already, and I kept the car just because I didn't have to make any more car payments. There were just things I never visualized. Putting my kid in karate, putting my son in karate was something that I wanted to do, but we just didn't have the extra money to be able to afford those classes. It gets expensive. But you know what? I decided that I was going to write a list. I was going to dream big. If I was able to do whatever I wanted, and it was hard to even visualize because who thinks like that? I would come up with that list. So I wrote a list of 10 goals that at the time seemed totally it's unattainable to me, but I had already heard this concept of dream big being exposed to Beachbody. So I decided to go for it. And I want to tell you guys that pretty much everything on that list has been crossed off. I was able to buy the car of my vision boards, 2 years later, but I was able to buy that car. My son's in karate. Not only were we able to buy my car, but we've been able to buy my husband's brand new car, and we don't even have to worry about cars getting stuck in the snow or anything like that. And it feels good. And it just makes me realize how when you want for something for yourself, when you visualize something for yourself and you work towards it, it's possible. It's possible. My parents weren't around when I was little just because they worked so much. My family's in the supermarket business, so open and close, they would be there. And I still remember the first Sunday that my dad took off, it felt like Christmas. I remember like it was yesterday and how excited we were. We all crammed up into my parents' bed to watch a movie together, and I was so happy. And I don't want my kids to ever miss me like that. I don't want to be absorbed in a job that drains me, that takes away my time. And I just don't want anybody else telling me what I have to do with my time. And that's why Beachbody is so important to me. And more than that, it's opened up my eyes to see what I'm capable of. Very few opportunities out there really appreciate you as a person and what you do. You just go in and trade hours for a paycheck. But what if you could have a life in which your purpose is to help other people find their purpose, to find out what makes them confident, to find out what makes them happy and feel exhilarated, and then you feed off of that. as well. And it's really the most fulfilling thing. And I can't wait for you guys to just continue in this training and see what you're capable of. So open up your minds, open up your hearts, and see what you're capable of. Really push yourself. Absorb this training, because this business has changed my life, and it's changed the lives of every other diamond on this team. So good luck on your training. Comment below. Tell me what you're dreaming about. Let's open up to each other. What inspires you? You have a dream in your heart that you probably don't even give much attention to, and you probably brush off as something that you can't do. Something that's just too impossible, that there's no way you can ever make a living doing something like that. Beachbody could be the tool to help you fulfill that. Don't forget that. That's why I want you to make the best out of this training. Comment below, guys.